Okay, we're doing a upgrade video on the Penn RAF 2500. Again, it's not a high-end reel, it's a pretty cheap reel. So we have a couple of upgrades. We're doing the bearings as well as the drag washers. The original bearings are these two plastics that go in the main gear and two actual bearings that go on the brass pinion gear or main spinning shaft, what do you want to call it. But these are okay. I would probably use these over, but I thought, well, let's get all the matching bearings. I don't have oddballs. These are the ABEC3 bearings. The sizes are going to be down below in the description, but the quick view is there's 4 by 14 by 8, or excuse me, 3 of these bearings by 14 by 8 by 4, and 1 of the 12 by 8 by 3.5, and then the part number I got over here. I'm going to link it down in the description below. It does fit the Penn Battle 2000. So anyways, we're doing the drags first. I got 2 spools. One's going to be braid, one's going to be fluorocarbon. So I thought, well, let's get all 6. I'm going to start with the drags first. Since they're the easiest, I got some Cal's drag grease. Bought this online. It works really good. I have a Penn RAF, or excuse me, the Accurate BB300 or the Camcon reel. So you can kind of see all these. These are just oil felt washers. I'm going to be keeping the metal washers. I think these are stainless or perhaps nickel coated, but yeah, they won't hold up. So let's do these first. They're all kind of a bit of a mess right now, but let's lay these. I'll just compare. So that's the part number right there. Again, I put this in the description below so you guys can look at it later. About 6 of these because I have 2 spools. So yeah, so these are the carbon fiber drag washers. Kind of like a woven material. Just like I do with the other Penn reels I have, the older ones. And these are the oil felts. They will work, I guess. You know, if you want to not use the reel very long, they will hold up maybe a season or 2, and then they'll just be torn up. Catch a medium to large fish, they'll probably burn the drags or wear them all out and stuff like that. So I'm going to keep these just in case something happens with the HD 100 drag washers. But so anyways, here's all my metal washers. We're going to get the paintbrush out with the drag grease, and we're going to apply a very thin layer of grease on them. You can run these dry if you so pleased to do that, but for me, I like to have a little bit of grease on my drags. It does make it a little smoother. It's not like a game changer. We're going to get an extra drag pressure increase. It's just going to be a little bit smoother. So I'm not going to put a lot, just a little bit, and work it into my paintbrush. I have this this paintbrush. I got it from an art store. I think they're better than the ones that you can buy at the hardware store. I find that the brushes hold in good. So maybe art grade paint brushes are good, I don't know. You can use your fingers, but I like to use a paintbrush. So again, we're just going to put a bit of grease on these drags. So we're going to put the drag in first. A metal washer, a little slot in the middle of it. And then we're going to put another fiber drag washer inside. Okay, next is the eared washer. Make sure it has those little ears on the left and right side of the washer. So that should be going in the middle of your drag stack. Next is the last carbon fiber drag washer. Again, some drag grease, make things a little smoother. And I'm not sure if this will make the drags last longer or they'll improve the performance, but I know there'll be a little more, I'm not going to say less grippier, I'm just going to say it's not as jittery. Like if you're to have the fish pull your line, it's not going like that. It just kind of continues nice and even pull. And that's what I found with greasing my drags, but every drag washer is different. Some are woven coarse, some are woven fine. There's nothing really in between. Now for our last one, make sure it's just a regular washer with a slot in the middle of it. And next we're putting our clip, our retaining clip in. You can use a tweezers to assist you putting this in, but I got some good fingernails, maybe you can kind of shimmy it in there a little bit. There you go. You kind of see that firmly seated. Make sure it doesn't pop out on you. Alright. I'm going to set this aside off camera. I'm going to do the other spool. You don't need to watch me do both of these. So I'm just going to let these aside for now with the retaining ring. Let's put away the drag grease and work our way onto the reel itself. Grease of choice is Penn Precision Reel Grease. This is a Penn reel, so that's the grease that I found that was inside the reel when I took it apart and washed it all out. The solvent I used was kerosene, and it turned out quite good. Didn't really, I don't know, leave an after odor or something, or after resin, where it doesn't, it actually will dry off like rubbing alcohol would. So first we're going to be, let's go put the pinion gear in first. So again, these are the bearings. These are the ABEC3 bearings. So you'll be requiring 2 of the 14 by 8 by 4. These will be a little bit tight, but they will fit on. Next is our anti-reverse or a spray clutch. And then finally the last one over the course of this piece. This is like our little spacer or washer. I'm just looking on these instructions that guide me through that. So yeah, we have a washer, bearing, one-way bearing, washer, and then we have the metal plate. So that's how that should go. Should look like that. Make sure there's a washer behind that. So that's pre-assembled.